After defeating Amelia and watching the cutscene found in the memory of Lawrence's skull, you'll notice that the sun is set, and it's truly become the night of the hunt. We'll be going to Hemwick next to get the Rune Workshop tool, but first, let's check in on some of our NPC friends. Returning to Odin Chapel, we can actually speak directly to Ariana now, who will offer a vial of her blood, which restores HP and gives improved stamina regen for a short time.
Come close, dear. Don't worry, this isn't the first time.
We can also talk to the old woman from Central Yarnum, who has been here for some time, but now that the night has fallen, seems to be a little crazier than usual. To the left of the main exit, we can speak to the man from Cathedral Ward, who we sorta tricked into coming here.
Did you really think that'd work? There's no fooling me. Now, off with it. You heard me. Go away. I can't stand the stench of your lying breath.
Lastly, leave the chapel through the main exit and take a left. This is our opportunity to advance Eileen's questline, as well as get a new gesture.
Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erdon Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad. And he's my mark.
The place Eileen is referring to is the graveyard where we fought Gascoigne. Here you'll encounter Henrik, Gascoigne's partner. Your focus for this fight isn't so much to kill him, as to do as much damage to him as possible before Eileen shows up. So if you go for parries like I did, actually get them. After Eileen joins the fight, you'll have to pick your moves carefully in order to hit Henrik without injuring her. One strategy is to use poison throwing knives against him. Henrik gets poisoned after being hit by only 2 knives, and accidentally hitting Eileen with 1 or 2 shouldn't harm her, as long as there's enough time between them to let her poison buildup reduce. Loot Henrik's body for the air rune, which increases echoes gained from visceral attacks. Then speak to Eileen for the approval gesture, and the end of this chapter of her quest.
We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts.
With that out of the way, let's go to Hemwick. Teleport to the lamp in the Grand Cathedral, then take a right after leaving. Through the cave up ahead, you'll come out into a wooded area, with reskinned and more dangerous Hemwick hounds. Navigating this area is an exercise in using your environment, because you'll have to place trees between yourself and the rifle user's line of sight in order to stay alive. Making matters worse, if you have 15 or more insight, you'll also spawn several of these summoned beasts when you enter the area. They move slow, but they hit hard, and have a lot of HP. On top of all the other enemies in this section, they can become pretty overwhelming. My advice is to return to the insight shop in the Hunter's Dream, and buy a few things to get your insight under 15. Do this and you can explore the entirety of Hemwick without spawning a single summon. In crossing this wooded section, be careful of the massive cluster of riflemen on the right side. They guard some consumables like cold blood and bone marrow ash, which can be skipped if you're disinterested. Open the gates and light the lamp up ahead. This is the only lamp for the entirety of Hemwick Charnel Lane, but don't worry, this place isn't that big. Down the hill past the lamp, you'll find several graveyard hags. These enemies are very similar to hunter mobs from Central Yarnum. They use various types of weapons, and they aren't that difficult to take down. The only thing to watch out for are the Molotovs they can throw. Clear them out and pick up the 2 twin blood shards found nearby. This is the upgrade material we'll need from +4 to +6. Head up the wooden ramp on the right side and grab the Madman's Knowledge. There's an elevator here that will unlock soon, so memorize this location. Back down the ramp, press forward and clear out the next room. A hag will be throwing Molotovs from an upper platform, but you can use the tree as cover. Then head up the stairs to punish her. Up a second set of stairs, double back for another set of twin blood shards, then stare down a brick troll. Let him come to you unless you want to eat Molotovs while you fight. Pass by the locked gate and take out the Molotov thrower. There are descending stairs ahead that lead to an ambush, so rather than triggering it, why not take it out with a dropping attack? There are just way too many crows up ahead, so when you step forward, prepare to fight a lot at once. They blend into the grass, but there are actually 6 in this one spot. Have mercy, bird. Then step on the elevator to activate our first shortcut. Next, you'll have to walk around the corner on the face of a cliff, and a hag will try to push you off. Lure her back a little and don't give her the satisfaction. Across this small bridge, there's a brick troll and several hags. They are hard to defeat all at once, but if you're confident in your parries, the troll can be dealt with easily on the bridge. Enter the farmhouse and deal with the hound in the darkness. Head up the ladder and take out the scurrying beast. Then double back past the ladder and head down some stairs. Cross the beams and kill the wheelchair hunter hiding in the right corner. Now obtain your rewards, an Adept Blood Gemstone and Madman's Knowledge. Back on the second floor, step outside and onto the roof. Follow the path that wraps around, defeating hags, trolls, or whatever else gets in your way. Until you see the next farmhouse. There's a nasty ambush in the corner, so trigger it before walking in. Leg it down the stairs and back outside. To the left is a lever which opens the gate from earlier, so you might want to do that first. There are 2 Yahar'gul hunters patrolling this area, and they can be a little hard, so if you're having trouble, lead them back to the door of the farmhouse. They can't fit inside, and it makes getting parries much easier. The boss of this area is up the hill to the left, but first take the right path toward the lake. It looks like the street is empty, but there are actually 4 dogs and a Molotov thrower hiding here. I'm serious, take your time. You do not want to die to some dogs after making it this far. At the edge of the cliff up ahead, you can find the Lake Rune, which increases physical defense, a great passive for any build. Now climb the hill and keep an eye out for a break in the railing on the right. There's a final Yahar'gul hunter with his back to you guarding a chest. Have your way with him, and open the chest for another blood gemstone. Lastly, enter the house at the top of the hill. Pick up a Madman's Knowledge and kill the scurrying beast. Now nothing but the boss remains. After entering the next room, the witch will begin summoning beasts, regardless of your insight level. But you can avoid these guys entirely. She will be hidden somewhere in the room, only becoming visible when you get close enough. Sometimes a red glow will give away her location, but watch out for her ranged paralyze attack. She can use that even while invisible, and it can destroy you if you're in the wrong place when it takes effect. After you kill the witch, a second health bar will appear. There have actually been 2 witches in the room all along. Now the number of summons in the room will increase, and if you take too long finding the second witch, the first one will be revived with a small amount of health. There's not a lot you can do about this, but it's usually insignificant enough that you can kill her again with one combo. After finally taking out both witches, the summons will die as well, and you can consider this annoying boss officially defeated. Light the lamp and open the door in the next room for the Rune Workshop tool. This finally unlocks the ability to equip runes via the altar in the Hunter's Dream, and I know you've been itching to use them.